Hi guys, Joshua Reactions, and in this video I'm going to react to episode 7 of season 2 of the OA. Let's get into it.
What's up? I don't know, man.
My mood watching this show. I don't know.
Do you know how long it took me to get there? To get that far?
You were dying. You were on the verge of death.
Yeah, that's what you saw.
You each have dangerous levels of mercury sulfide in your blood. 990 ppm for Mr. Washington, and for Miss Uzaki, approaching 3,000.
We were drugged?
You were poisoned. According to Environmental Health Services, it's a naturally occurring gas emanating in the area.
It was an hallucination though.
All kinds of people have been here looking for you. Your boyfriend, tall man with dark hair, who's not your boyfriend. Another man with dark hair, not so tall, maybe also your boyfriend.
I only have one boyfriend, Al. And I know he didn't come because he's forgotten who I am.
Actually, I do have another one, but I haven't met him yet.
My father used to say that the best place to hide something is in plain sight. Things that are hidden out in the open are the most difficult to see.
Then it must be right in front of our eyes.
That's a pretty weird object. I wouldn't really say that's hiding in plain sight, you know? Oh.
I was blinded by the bright lights. The lights were everywhere. We were in a warehouse. I saw Away. And Hap didn't call her Away. He called her Bryn or something. He said something to her and she laughed and kissed him like they were a couple.
I've been worried about you, Homer. That you might be getting lost in the delusion yourself.
More like finding himself.
You have the same concern, yes? Fuck. No, it's okay. You're just having trouble navigating the line between what's real and what is.
The missing persons. Wait, no, I'm gonna go back. I saw Steve and Alfonso and Jesse, and I think that's it. So they're also missing in this dimension, just as Buck. What the actual?
But then it was a tree and it just...
We were poisoned by vapors from under the house.
Look, I think I found something important.
I wish I never looked at it. I'm out, Nina. I like to think this isn't my fault. But that's a lie I can't tell myself anymore.
Fuck.
What the heck? She died on the spot?
I'm from another dimension. I traveled here from a different reality where Buck and his friends healed me, helped send me here. That's when I arrived in Nina's body. But my consciousness suppressed Nina, so I haven't had access to her memories.
I think you know where Michelle is. I think you know exactly where she is. I think she's probably on a silver platter somewhere just waiting for someone to conveniently remember her, but you won't because you're a coward.
No!
You did something to her, or you
No!
allowed something to be done to her, and you can't face your own guilt, so you want me to find her for you.
I would never harm a child. Not in this dimension, not in any...
You can't even face reality. You think you're from another dimension.
I'm calling the cops.
Ugh.
Made a big mistake breaking you out of that asylum.
Great.
So get off my boat. I'll have you forcibly removed. Until I find a body, I'm still on this case.
That's your problem. You're looking for a body.
Can't find one. We have to go after the soul. Like, I can't even be too mad at him because, you know, it does sound crazy. I can't expect for him, you know, to just believe all this. But damn, I like them as a freaking team.
I would like, before you leave,
help me with an experiment. Shouldn't take more than a couple of hours.
That's the appropriate answer. Fuck
What
you.
would it take to tempt you?
So the cops turn yourself in for Rachel's murder?
Rachel's fine.
Let Renata go too. You let her go, I'll be your lab rat. One last time.
Do I want to see? Oh no. Oh no. I don't think that's what she meant with the simulating.
I don't like water.
That's the experiment?
I'll talk you through it. It's a puzzle. We'll solve
Well,
it
I'm
together.
even surprised. I should have known. God damn.
This is Mo with Data Analysis Solution.
Don't worry. I got this.
Do I look worried?
Yes.
You make this place a sensation. You even enjoy sex too much.
Yeah, I remember that recording.
Not my place. Okay.
Can a woman really enjoy sex too much? C'est un peu macho de dire ça.
You're French.
How are you
I've traveled a lot in my life.
to the... I thought you were to a different dimension.
You, Hap, and Homer, you belong within the same constellation. You're
Why
traveling
Hap?
together.
I don't want to travel with Hap.
Some part of you does.
Ugh.
That's why Nina, Dr. Percy, and Dr. Roberts
Shit.
are connected too. Long before you arrive in this dimension, you need Hap.
He's a murderer.
He's your shadow. Who has no shadow has no will to live. If you want to rescue Homer, you must first free Nina Azarova. Why should Dr. Roberts do what you yourself will not?
How?
You must face your fear.
You've put Nina in a box too. Buried her somewhere deep in your mind. She wants to come out. She's knocking at the door of your dream.
How can she...
Nothing is holding me back.
Pierre Ruskin.
Connor? Is that freaking Connor from the Angel series? What the heck?
But it wasn't until after we landed there that we realized the true prize. Turning around and looking back at the Earth. Seeing that living blue planet, it cracked open quite a few minds.
What? Am I... Huh? What? Ew, oh Scott. Oh my god. What?
He said you find my granddaughter.
Your granddaughter's right here.
That's not Michelle. Michelle is still in the house.
Her soul?
You say you find her.
What the f...
That's all there is. That's the end.
All the dreamers that dreamed of those three things began to dream of a fourth thing. Do you know what it was? It was a man's face. But it's hard to describe a face from a dream.
The same man that BBA is seeing? What? The hell?
The house is calling you. You. And only you. And I don't know what it wants to show you, but I have a feeling it's akin to what the astronauts saw when they looked at Earth from the moon. It's an overview.
Tell Dr. Percy Nina Azarova is here to see him.
What? So, that was episode 7. I'm not even sure, like, it was a good episode, of course, but what the heck? I'm very nervous for the series finale, which isn't supposed to be a series finale. Thank you so much, Netflix, for ruining our lives. I really hope that if there is no possibility of having another season, you know, not on Netflix, but like on a different network, or I don't know, if there's like no possibility at all that the creators will give us, I don't know, will find another way to conclude the story for us, because I need answers. Wow. Okay, I don't know. Let me just try. So yeah, we start off with Kareem and he brought all the, I guess, some backup to the house, and then we find out that there's a very high percentage of mercury sulfide, I don't know, whatever, toxic gas, which are, you know, vapors from the spring, and those same gas is also, you know, what the Native Americans used back then, if I remember correctly, so they can get prophetic dreams, I guess, to hallucinate. So Karim is pretty, you know, he 100% believes that they were just hallucinating, you know, that there's no, I guess, no supernatural kind of otherworldly, other dimensionally stuff going on. Which doesn't help. I mean, even if it wasn't confirmed about this toxic gas they were breathing in, I still don't think it would have went as well, you know, between him and the OA, when, you know, the OA was coming clear, was telling him that she is a traveler, interdimensional traveler, and of course, as expected, he didn't like that at all. He didn't believe it. He just thought that she is, well, there's something wrong with her, and he you know, wanted to call the cops, and he threatened that she should leave the boat, his houseboat. I mean, he warned her when he got her out of the asylum that if she would do anything that would be, you know, seem that she is, I guess, out of her mind, that he would take action and he would make sure that she would get back in the asylum. Unfortunately, you know, he wasn't kidding when he said that. We also had an interesting talk with, and I'm sorry I keep forgetting her name, but I think Fola, in the hospital. She she expressed that she wants to return to the survival horror house, even though that horrible things happened there, and she was almost dead. We saw her old, on the verge of dying, but when Kareem got her out of the house and they were splashed with water, she looked young again. So, and she's in the hospital, she seems to be alright, but she wants to return to the house, and when he is encouraging her to use her intelligence to get a good job, she kind of, you know, she sweats that away. She feels that, you know, what is the purpose of life? What am I just supposed to, okay, I have the good job, what then? Then I have to work hard, earn more and more money, then get a life partner, then get, I don't know, children, and then when I die, my children get all the money and they don't know what to do with it. It was a very pessimistic view, but I think there are a lot of people who feel that way. I wouldn't say that I'm that pessimistic just yet. I mean, I do have some periods in my life where I don't really know what I should do next or what even the use is, but I think a lot of people feel that way. So I felt bad for her when she was telling it, but I also felt like, yeah, I kind of understand what you're saying. I wish it was a lot more easier, you know, to find something that you truly love and that you can survive on, you know, because in the world we're living in, we do need money. And I love doing reactions, you know, I love it, but at this moment, it's not. I'm not sure if it's a realistic goal to have it as a full-time job at this point. But hey, I could dream. But you know, I understand that. But you know, I understand what she's saying. We have then we have that part of what when Hep and and Dr. Roberts were talking about, they were listening to what Scott said, and I kind of want to reverse because it was a little bit hard for me to understand what exactly they were saying, because Scott was talking about that he saw the OA when he died, but she didn't listen to the name OA. I think he said that she listened to the name Bryn, and she was kissing a man, and there were cameras above them, and then a heavy-set woman gave Scott the third movements. I believe it was.
I was blinded by the bright lights.
Let me just for YouTube. It was her, not her. Hep didn't call her OA, he called her Bryn or something. So Hep called her Bryn. And Hep said something to her and she laughed. Kissed him. See, I didn't get that. She was kissing Hep? Let me again. I just can't believe that. I'm sorry. I have to once again see that. I saw it. I'm sorry, guys. I have to see it. It was her. And not her. And Hep. So I didn't even quite get that, the first time I was watching this just now. Otherwise, the amount of screams I would have made. She was kissing Hep? Ugh. Cameras in the air above them. Hep called out to someone, but his voice was different. He spoke with a British accent. And then an older woman, heavy set, comes up behind Scott and says, "I'm here to give you the third movement." What the fuck? Okay, let me just go back to the credits. Okay. Okay, so I'm glad I rewatched that, but also not glad because the thought about Nina, the OA, but not OA, I don't know, kissing Hep. So I don't know. I guess I have to watch the next episode for that. Then we had a pretty uncomfortable scene between Karim and Mo. Karim made it clear that he doesn't believe in bringing children in the world, but he did end up, making Mo pregnant, I guess the both of them. But he very clearly is not interested in being a part of the baby's life, but it still made me very comfortable that when he is at her house, at the door, and he wants to give her information and all that, that he knows that she is about to deliver the baby, and he's not attempting or anything to, not even asking if he can do something or help them out. Not at all. That was very uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. I'm still like, okay, you don't want to be a part and don't want to, I guess, maybe give Mo false hope that you maybe be a part of the baby's life. It's still, I don't know, it kind of felt harsh to me, but maybe it's just me. I'm not sure what your opinion is, but let me know if you want. So Nina was doing performances of her own dreams. I guess acting out the dreams she's having. She's having some very weird dreams and she's acting it out with the octopus. Well, I'm sorry, Old Night. And we also saw the French woman again. I really have to write down her name. I keep forgetting. But she says that she's some kind of, messenger. And she gave us a lot of valuable information. She shares the experience of all the bodies, that she, I guess, inhabited. And she tells us the unfortunate news that Hep, Homer, and Nina, I guess they're connected to each other in a more special way. They're part of the same, I guess, echo. And events that happen in nearby dimensions, those echo to each other. Which is why, what the OA said herself, that, or Prairie said, that when in the one dimension where she left from, when she was telling Buck her story about other dimensions, that must have echoed to the nearby dimension that the Homer's dimension they're now in, which is why Buck, or in this dimension, Michelle, went to the house and is being part of the game. And the messenger, suggested that at that place she met Hep. That must have been the same place that Nina met Hep, you know, in the current dimension. And that everything is connected to that. All the echoes are connected. And now, you know, Prairie wants to know how she can escape the echo. So how she can go outside of that echo. And apparently Hep is her shadow, and she says the message, you can't live without your shadow. And well, Prairie, although is like, you know, I do want to live and I don't need Hep for that. And the messenger is some kind of creature of balance, and I'm still confused with how the heck she, I guess, traveled back here, because I thought her body is dead. That maybe she somehow revived. I don't even know. But yeah, she said that Prairie and Nina have to integrate. You know, Prairie has to integrate with Nina, share the same, I guess, experience, memories, and she has to do that by facing her own fear, which she did by drowning herself, which was horrible. And that's why at the end she is pretty much channeling her inner Nina at the end and is trying to get to talk with Hep. Also, Scott, I don't even know how to deal with that. I'm not sure. Maybe I have no more tears left to cry, because, you know, Hep wanted to do one last experiment, knowing that he wouldn't survive this. Sent it to the house. I thought we would see Scott more in the house. I didn't expect to have that very rude frame. You know, like, we went from like the transition to seeing Michelle's body and her grandma to suddenly see Scott laying on the table, all, I don't know. And then having also like this plant thingy out of his ear. Homer takes it a little bit out of the ear. We have this very big flower. He cuts one of the like inner thingies. I don't know the English word. And he eats it. And when he eats it, he hears all those voices and all that. So I'm like, what is this? Are you now a medium now as well? Did something wake up inside of you? Not sure. Maybe I missed it. I'm sorry. And then, oh my god, long recap. Then at the end we find out, you know, well, two things. Michelle's grandma, or Buck's grandma, says that it's not Michelle, and that Karim promised him to fight Michelle, and he didn't. And he is like, you know, she's right here. But like Prairie said, you're searching for the wrong thing. You search for a body, so he shouldn't look for a body. He should look for the soul. Plus we have Pierre Ruskin, who kind of excitedly tells Karim that there weren't just 3 elements that all the dreamers were seeing, but a 4th element. And guess what? Karim! They were seeing Karim, his face. All the drawings look like him. And he says that the house is calling to him. I don't even know. It's... I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling quite overwhelmed. And I'm also so stressed out because I don't want the show to end, and it's only 1 episode, and it doesn't feel like it's obviously not supposed to be series finale. So I'm very nervous. Yeah, I don't know. This is kind of my ranting and rambling, but I again did enjoy the episode, but I'm getting more stressed out for the finale. Oh man, I really hope I'm not gonna get pissed off. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.